Back in the late 1980s, a little-known movie called Who Framed Roger Rabbit came out and was all the rage. Everyone back in the 80s thought that movie was the greatest thing going, and a year after the film came out, a little park known as Disney MGM Studios opened up to the public. And so Roger Rabbit stuff was everywhere, including out on the backlot tour. They had the Dipmobile and many other props from the film. Nowadays, you really can't find Roger Rabbit stuff around, except I know a few secret spots where they still have some Who Framed Roger Rabbit stuff left over around the park here at Disney's Hollywood Studios. And today, I'm going to take you along and show you where you might be able to find those hidden Roger Rabbit references at Disney's Hollywood Studios. As you're coming down Hollywood Boulevard, you're going to want to take this little pathway over here towards Echo Lake to find 3 hidden Roger Rabbit references. As you're coming into Echo Lake, you're going to want to come down this way. And then if you keep going towards Hollywood and Vine, we'll even go down here on the pathway right here. You're going to want to go straight towards this light pole right here. And once you pass the light pole, stand almost near the stairs and then go down right over here. Now if you come over to Peavy's right here in Echo Lake and then look directly above it, you will notice this Maroon Studios billboard. And right on the billboard is Jessica, Roger, and Baby Herman from Who Framed Roger Rabbit. And if you know the film, you'll know that Maroon Studios was the cartoon studios that Roger and Baby Herman worked for. While you're standing looking at Peavy's in the Who Framed Roger Rabbit billboard, if you turn directly around and face the restaurant Hollywood and Vine and look to the left of the sign up in that top window right there, you'll notice Eddie Valiant, private investigator. And if you know the film, you'll know Eddie Valiant is the detective played by Bob Hoskins. And next to his detective agency is none other than Roger himself, crashing right through the window. This is the Backlot Express restaurant behind me, and it's a restaurant that's filled with movie props and just cool little things. And one of the movie props they have in here is actually a movie prop from Who Framed Roger Rabbit. So let's go inside and check it out. Now, a few years ago, they actually used to have the Toon Patrol car sitting right here where all these tables are, and unfortunately it's gone now, and I don't know why, I don't know where it went, if it's coming back, but it was literally right here was where the Toon Patrol car was from Who Framed Roger Rabbit. It's not here anymore, but there is still one more movie prop from Who Framed Roger Rabbit, and it's inside the restaurant. So let's go inside the restaurant and go check it out. So the prop from Who Framed Roger Rabbit is inside this like automotive parts area of the Backlot Express. So if you come this way, I'll show you exactly where it is. You want to come right through this entrance here and look right here. And you're probably wondering, what the hell is that thing? So this is actually Benny the Cab. Yes, this crazy contraption right here is Benny the Cab from Who Framed Roger Rabbit. Right where I'm sitting is where Bob Hoskins would sit. He'd pretend to drive Benny the Cab, but actually there was a man in this seat way back here who was actually the person controlling the cab. And Bob Hoskins would just, hold like a fake steering wheel, or maybe just hold his hands out like this and drive along and pretend he was driving Benny the Cab. And what they did was the animators would draw Benny the Cab around this contraption and cover up the guy sitting back here and all these mechanical parts to make up Benny the Cab. And if you don't believe me, I'll try to insert some photos or some video clips of the behind-the-scenes features of Benny the Cab. But this is in fact the real Benny the Cab out here just sitting in a restaurant at Disney's Hollywood Studios. And I'm sure all the guests that come here and all the little children that climb and get their grubby mitts all over this thing have no idea that this is a piece of movie history sitting right here, just in the middle of a restaurant. So that's right, this weird little four-wheeler ATV looking contraption was Benny the Cab. Like I said, Bob Hoskins would sit right here, and then the actual driver would sit in this seat, holding on to these little handles here and the little gas things and shit. I don't know about this kind of stuff. But yeah, the driver would sit here, and Bob Hoskins would sit right here. There's actually a couple pictures on the wall to prove that this is Benny the Cab. So there's Bob Hoskins sitting in this little contraption And that's what the scene looked like in the movie. So the animators would just animate Roger sitting here and Eddie Valiant sitting right there, up on top of Benny the Cab. Here's a couple more of the production shots from the movie. It's so funny, you know, a lot of people would have no idea that this is actually a movie prop from Who Framed Roger Rabbit. See? That's how it works. I wonder how many people come out here and actually know that this is a piece of movie history. Since the Toon Patrol car went away, I don't know how much longer this is going to be out here. So come to Disney's Hollywood Studios and check it out while you can. This is in fact Benny the Cab. Now out here in front of the Great Movie Ride, they have all kinds of handprints and autographs of celebrities and famous people, and they actually have Roger Rabbit's right over here. I'll show you where. So if you're looking at the entrance to the Great Movie Ride, you're going to want to turn and face this dog, and then look right down. And there's Roger Rabbit's feet and handprints. Now way before Tower of Terror and Rock and Roller Coaster, Roger Rabbit was so popular, he was going to have his own land here at Disney MGM Studios, and it was going to be right down this strip, way before Sunset Boulevard was even built. This was going to be kind of like a Toontown area of the park, and it was going to have Roger Rabbit's cartoon spin, a Baby Herman carriage ride, a trolley car, and it was going to be a whole Roger Rabbit themed land, but it just never got built. Instead, we got Rock and Roller Coaster, Tower of Terror, Fantasmic, Beauty and the Beast show, and all that stuff down here. But I really do wish that the Roger Rabbit themed area did get built here at Disney MGM Studios. There is one little reference right here, right on the end where Sunset Boulevard meets Hollywood Boulevard. I'm going to show it to you right now. Now, if you're looking at the exit to the Trolley Car Cafe, which is actually really a Starbucks, if you look above, you'll see this sign for Pacific Electric, which is actually the trolley car company in Who Framed Roger Rabbit. You know, the one that Judge Doom tries to buy out. That's it right there. I want to thank you for joining me as we checked out all these cool little Roger Rabbit references at Disney's Hollywood Studios. Let me know in the comments below if you would have liked to see a Roger Rabbit themed area at Disney's Hollywood Studios.